Okay, being that this is going to be the next episode into the series, I'm just going to catch you up on what has happened so far. Um, in the first couple scenes, Nico awakened to his knowledge and abilities, the fact that he is a demon child, as a putting that he is a demon in all aspects. He also has a dual personality existence right now. Nico is human. His physical form at this point is human. However, his soul is very that much of a demon. And he's also coming to knowledge that he is not just any demon. He is a demon prince. He has this will be his 21st incarnation. Now, these incarnations in itself is something that is expected of all demons. However, many never get to the point of where where they have been around for 21 incarnations, and even through the deaths in their incarnations, their time in existence continues as a counter, as a count. Most of the demons would of any minor levels will be anywhere from 4 to 5, and that just states that they have been reincarnated 4 to 5 times. They got killed. So, but with each incarnation, and reincarnation, the almost like a Saiyan, they get more stronger, and they become more aware of what their true abilities are. Most demons the higher demons which are called Vice Lords. These demons have been incarnated more than 10 times, which suggests they've been around for centuries. It's not that easy to kill a demon, but once you do, demon soul can lay rest for an extended period of time, depending on how strong the demon was when he died. This being his 21st incarnation, which is almost unheard of. Not many have achieved this number. Most of the Vice Lords that are around now will probably hit somewhere around 14 mark. No demon gives out number of incarnations they have. It's almost a pride standard. Oh yeah, you've been around for 10 incarnations. That means someone killed you 10 times. So it's not how many times you won the world belt. It's how many times they got taken from you.
You lost it. How many times did you lose it?
Might have been 16 times champion, but y'all.
Nice.
So in saying this, in our last scene, and Aiden had visited this gentleman. So find, where are you? Now, this gentleman is apparently actually kin to Nico's demon. This is this gentleman, Lord Brack, BRK, Brack, BRK, Brack. And that is, it's short.
BRAT? BRAT, Lord Brack?
Brack, B-R-A, Brack, B-R-A-C.
I'm joking. I'm being a dick. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought you might have misheard me. Lord Brack. He was very cold to you in the beginning, but he did agree to help you along your way. However, he did tell you that in order to gain the power that you seek, which is called Hellfire, and as we also know, Nico's sister had been kidnapped not too long ago. Has something to do with this sacrifice, and he told that he needed to find her on his way. Also, he's told him that he would be able to find clues to her whereabouts in an old mansion just on the outskirts of town, and he would the address to where they need to go. However, I do want to point out that Lord Brax, although he's while he's doing so, he's forever keeping an eye on Aiden, your companion. And with that, he will say, he let you guys go with that, and with the address in hand, go off to find the address. So, so you guys get in the car, and of course you are driving because Aiden doesn't know how to drive. Aiden can't drive.
That's not why he's not driving. He's not driving because Nico has trust issues.
That means this bitch can't drive either. So no. Sit behind the wheel and turn the steering wheel left and right. You might want to turn it on. Oh, okay.
It doesn't work. It's not working. Gotta turn it on, man. Turn it on. All right.
I don't think so.
Going to this address that High Lord Rat gave us.
As you do so, you guys are driving. Aiden's like staring out of the window. He's looking quite pensive.
Okay. Pay for your thoughts.
I'm just not sure how well you should trust your uncle.
Not at all, of course.
Good. Just thinking, you're going to need your wits about you for all of this.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
And he kind of like looks over at you. The look he gives you is slightly of concern, but he's like, he smiles. He's like, I think you'll be able to handle this. I have faith in you.
Good. Because if I can't handle it, it looks like someone's going to be out of a job.
He's like, well, it's a job that you gave up, and it's a job that I'll complete.
Nico just smirks.
He looks at you, kind of slightly bites his lip a little bit, and he looks away.
Okay. He goes to his house, and he will turn off the lights and go up to the door.
Okay. Now, as you guys arrive at the entrance to the, as you're going through the neighborhood, it's like a lot of really nice houses.
Okay.
And then like the distance between the houses get like further and further.
Okay.
As you roll up to the front, this is the building you guys are up. Once you get out the car and start actually walking through the fence line and walking up the trail that leads to this place, it's almost like the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up, and you get a slight queasiness to your stomach.
Okay. Kind of stop, and he'll kind of look around, trying to orient himself.
Okay, you do, and as you stop and you take in the colors, just like this, the colors in the fields are like vibrant, and it's It's not what you expect for the scene, the scenery for this building. Um, Evident that nobody lives here. um, However, just as you're like taking in, you're wondering if this building's going to fall down, even if you knock on the door. Coming from around the side of one of the pillars, you see and as he takes notice of you, he drops the items in his hands and he just stares.
Okay. Nico kind of narrows his eyes. This isn't at all suspicious. What's up, Pops?
He will come down the steps and walk towards you a little. His head to the side. Yeah, what you doing around here? There's no trespassing around these parts.
You know what I'm doing around here. Where is she?
And he like gives you a glint. Now, I will take this point to remind you that in one of the last scenes, you develop a skill, a very potent skill, as this guy is staring at you. The closer he gets to you, the more you smell that's coming from him. You can't taste it, but the smell starts to the most of these senses, and it can also trigger memories. And the memories for you are vague.
Okay.
However, the place it is definitely brimstone.
Okay.
Like he's wearing this like a cloak.
Yeah, and knowing that, you know, demons seem to be the kind of type of people who like to take advantage of other people's weaknesses. So Nico's gonna act like he's remembering something, or at least trying to remember something. But he has his eyes very intent on this gentleman, kind of luring him into a false sense of security.
Good. Now, that's really good. When you do that, you can feel your tongue start to burn. And it's almost hard to keep your mouth shut. As he just like looked at you, step back. Go on now. You around here, go on.
Nico says, well, I guess if you don't know where she is, then you're no use to me. He gets like this very malicious look to his eyes.
He do so, and he takes another step back. Aiden will whisper and say what you want in a more demanding tone.
Kneel.
He takes a knee, like he's like contemplating it.
And Nico steps forward once. He says, down, now.
And he does.
He kind of looks back to Aiden a little bit. I'm going to ask you this one more time. And for your sake, I hope you have the right answer. If you weren't taking score, The answer you had before was the wrong answer. So let's try this again. I'm looking for someone.
Yes. The girl. Yes,
Good.
the girl.
Good. Good. There you go. Tell me what you know about her.
Arrived last night. They took her inside. I'm not allowed in the house.
Okay. Now we're making progress. Did they take her somewhere, or is she still in the house?
She hadn't come out. No, she hadn't come out.
Have they came out?
You know, not call. He's like staring at the ground, staring at your feet, but he will not raise his head to you.
Nico kind of
So
looks
she's inside.
he looks somewhat satisfied. Something he kind of turns away from the man to kind of start going through the house, but something makes him stop. Something tells him that this is a loose end, and that loose ends tends to cause problems. It makes things awful messy. But he continues going to the house. I don't want to see you again, old man.
And he gets up and he scampers back the way he came from around the side of the building.
Okay.
And a very awkwardly old man walk. like oh shit, and get the fuck out of here now. One of those
Yep, that's poop in his pants, ladies and gentlemen.
close enough to it.
Right.
As you walk up to the doors are huge.
Okay.
I say about maybe 12 feet tall. I mean, it's like huge, what you would expect from a house this big. You can tell that in its day, this place was very, very well put together, so to speak. Someone spent a lot of time trying to get all this stuff. Like, you can tell they're a custom job that probably took a forklift to put in.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Above the door is, and says Cadence Manor.
Okay. You cut out a little bit there. What did you say?
Oh, above the door in an old English typewriting, it says Cadence Manor.
Okay. Okay. Kind of thinks about the name of the house, but if it doesn't ring any bells, he'll look at the door handle first, and he'll try it to see if it's locked.
The door handles are big, what looks to be old brass knockers out that comes out of gargoyles' mouths, of course.
Okay. Yeah. He'll grab one and pull the door open.
And you do so, and the door, with this eerie, menacing creak, the sound can be heard echoing in the great hall, which lies beyond the door.
Okay. He'll walk into the building while saying, come out, wherever you are.
and you walk into this grand hall.
Nice.
The grand hall, as you see, um, it looks very odd. Um, the stairs on the side, they go up, and you would expect to be able to walk up the stairs and go to the left or go to the right, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. There's a landing up there, doors, although the walls look like there should be doors there. You don't see any obvious door. And in front of the opening down dead ahead of you, there is a cement, what do you call it, pond.
Mhm.
But inside the pond is this black tar ooze.
Yeah.
And it, brimstone is more prevalent.
Okay. Well, it doesn't make any sense, but this is a big house to not have any floors. So he looks to Aiden. So, ideas?
She was like, well, he looks around, like, fuck. Do you want the good news or want the bad?
Yeah, well, obviously there's some kind of doorways up here. Begins to start going up the stairs. Maybe I just can't see them.
Okay. As you walk along towards the front and trying to decide like which steps you should go out there, you hear speak, speak. Heard.
What does that say again?
You hear a voice that goes, speak, and you shall be heard.
All right. Bring me my sister now. And no one has to die. Well, painfully, that is.
The tar starts to move.
Okay.
It rises.
Yuck. Nico instinctively does not like the idea of getting dirty.
I wonder why. As it takes form, this appears in the tar. Just
Wow.
looks at you.
You're gorgeous. So beautiful. Where's my sister?
I am Kiora. Keeper of the passage. Do you wish to enter? Enter. It cricks its head to the side.
Did my sister enter?
Yes.
Did she exit also?
No.
Then I will enter.
Do you wish to enter?
Then I will enter.
First, you must answer the question. He cricks his head to the other side
He sits there.
as he
Nico,
flings his hands out.
Nico
As he,
looks somewhat annoyed.
as he tar in your direction. It hits the floor and burns. On the floor, writing appears. It says, I flow and back, up, and cause some to walk, then to run. I span all. I never end. Speak my name.
I was expecting that to rhyme. Could you say that one more time? You were cutting in and out.
Okay. It says, I flow forward and back,
Okay.
down.
Forward and back, up and down?
I flow forward and back,
Uh-huh.
up and down.
Okay.
I crawl, then later to run. I span all, and I have no end.
Time.
The words glow, and the tar melts into the floor. The corpse in front of you, back into the tar. The tar flows across the passage, the door behind it, and the wall falls.
And Nico has one of those arrogant smiles, like, motherfucker, please. All right. So pass he does.
As you walk towards the tar,
oh fuck,
breaks. And you walk in, and Aiden is a couple steps behind you, and over your footstep,
thanks for the help,
as
jackass.
you hear, he's like, he just shrugs his shoulder, like, as you hear your footsteps, then now you can only hear your own footsteps.
Okay.
As you turn around, Aiden is still on the other side of the door, and the puddle has reformed in front of him.
Hey. You will allow my minion passage. Please.
Continue on your journey. He's here.
Nico pops an asshole under his breath, but he keeps it going.
Okay. Now, as you are walking through this passage, now you would the hallway seems to be covered with the same black tar, the sides and the ceilings. You can hear voice.
Your voices?
You hear your sister's voice. She's laughing, and she says, "No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You'll fall and hurt yourself." And as the phrases that she's saying, as you can start to hear them, they don't sound like they're in any context of nation. And you start to remember these words that she said, and as images of her in your head start in the tar. And then you're remembering when she said those words, you were in a tree and you were like climbing the tree. You were a little kid and she's looking down. She's looking at the tree at you, telling you to get out the tree. And you did slip and fall out the damn tree. You didn't hurt yourself, but she laughed at you because you fell out the damn tree. And like all these little like memories are like coming back and forth. You remember how you guys were home alone watching a scary movie? Mom and dad said you weren't supposed to, and you did anyway. Nightmares for a week.
Yep. Best day ever.
Right until the nightmares came. You also remember when like she was in the room crying, and you went to her in the room, and you guys are talking, and she's like smiling at you, and you guys starting to laugh, and just little things like that, things from your past that just keep popping up. They're like really fond memories.
Yay.
They're really memories. And then just as the memories start flooding in, you exit the passageway.
Okay. I still remember the memories?
Yeah, they're your memories. You remember them wholeheartedly.
Cool.
All these things were just brought back, brought forth to you. Just as you exit the hallway, you come into, is this the photo I want? Maybe this thing's trying to tell me I got too many things open. Because it's really slow for a brand new computer, you know me?
It's like, bitch.
Bitch, close some of these motherfucking windows. Be quiet, you. Didn't I just not tell you to be quiet? You come across this.
Damn.
And that is the wrong picture.
No.
God dang it. All that time. Dumb it. Here we go. You exit the passageway, and this lies ahead of you.
Fuck. Is it like raining, like meteor? Is that like fire raining down?
Yes, it is. Without a doubt, this is what you see ahead of you.
God damn it.
As you wander through this,
he turns around. It's like he turns around and says, "You at least could have gave me an umbrella."
Yeah, so that was like catch on fire. Sure. Look like one of them cartoons with no what called you gets the umbrella and catch on fire. All you see the little spokes.
All right.
Okay. Okay. As you walk through this place, definitely as you get closer to the chains, because this thing is actually floating in the middle of nowhere, held down by these chains. There is, oddly enough, with all this fire and brimstone, which is almost suffocating.
Yeah.
But the longer you're there, the more used to it you get, until it's almost like an old familiar smell, and to the point where you almost don't notice it anymore. By the time you get to one of the knots in the chain knots, you notice it's actually really massive. And down the center of the chains is actually a walkway.
Okay.
As you're walking over the chasm, as you look down, the brilliant white light, which is just oddly beefier, considering everything else, hellfire, brimstone, the glowing light.
Right.
But as you can tell that what it actually is, the light is actually glowing from what appears to be glacier ice.
That's not what I would have guessed. That was
No.
what?
But it's almost like a pure crystal type ice, but ice nonetheless, because you can actually feel a cool breeze that wafts from every now and then. So it's almost like you can almost feel the breeze on your behalf, but then the heat from up above like it out really quick. It's almost like the fire is keeping the cold air from the ice at bay.
Huh. All right. Well, fuck, strange things have happened. I suppose he keeps walking, but
To get down this chain, the closer you get, you start to see two figures standing at this massive door. They aren't, they're just standing there. Look like they are maybe awaiting your arrival.
okay. We'll keep walking. He makes no attempts to hide himself because he's kind of an
There's
awkward.
nothing to
So he just
I saw you coming. You got on the break.
walking like he owns the place, you know.
You walking like you own the place. As you get closer, they appear to look like wrong one. Can't take it from here. Gotta take it from here. Like this, as they both draw their swords. They have no facial expression whatsoever.
Okay. No facial expression. Okay.
It is almost as if they can, almost as if they're looking through you, not quite at you.
Okay. But they just draw their swords, or they start advancing towards me.
They are letting you come to them, and they just draw their swords.
Okay, we'll keep coming.
Closer to them, cross their swords in front of the opening.
Okay. Kind of like
And
stops, and he looks them over. He goes, "Who dares bars my way? Speak your names at once."
And they're just staring at you.
Worth a shot, he says.
And then you hear, "Greetings. Welcome." As this guy walks out of the shadows from nowhere. Good, you have come.
Yep.
And as he gets closer to you, as you're staring at him, tilts back a little, a little, a little. He's about 8 feet tall.
Okay. Showing fear to a demon doesn't seem to be a good idea, so he just sits there.
He just stares at you. It's like, there waits.
Come here often?
Sorry. You stink of human.
I'm not going to mention what you stink of, but let's cut to the chase.
Well then, come. I shall show you in.
Good boy.
And he looks at you. Do not try my patience, human. Be honored that you were allowed to come this far. Walk into the shadows. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes you down this corridor. The further you get into this place, the more it starts to feel. You can actually notice where the walls actually starting to widen to a point where more.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to get really dark, and then like fluffs of fire will appear and disappear. Almost like with every step you take, a puff of fire will like light the way.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
The one that showed you in is he starts to fade away in the dark ahead of you. It's
Okay.
almost like the puffs of fires isn't lighting him up anymore.
Okay. I'll keep on moving. And find out where the fuck this trail has led him.
You have come far enough, whelp. What is it that you want?
I'm looking for someone. Having a good authority that someone is here.
Yes. She is here in my domain.
I'm going to need her back.
And why should I?
Not because I said so.
Child.
Because I said so, and it will be hey, shut up, I'm not finished. And it would be the neighborly thing to do.
Neighborly.
Neighborly.
Their humor hasn't diminished at all.
Yes. Currently, it's my only defense.
Apparently. Welcome again to my kingdom as the light puffs on and this sits in front of you.
Oh, hell no.
He shakes and every metal on his body clangs. It makes a thunderous sound. I would say he's at least a good 20 foot tall sitting in this chair. Down at you.
Some people, don't you know by now, it's the motion of the ocean. Whatever. Sister, now!
You dare think you can command me?
Well, I'm not actually commanding you, but it will be the neighborly people. We've had this discussion already. I've come here for one thing. It's hot, so I'm getting annoyed. Starting to like the brimstone, though. That's weird, but so you're just gonna
I
sit.
am.
You're gonna sit there, or you're gonna go fetch my sister.
He holds out his hand and clenches his fist. And if it was all, you don't understand what's going on, but as he does this, the you can feel the heat of the air around you compress,
Okay.
and your body starts to ache in pain.
Okay.
As you are, do you think you can dare command me, young prince? And he will lean forward. You are here for a reason.
Apparently.
Now, he'll unclench his fist.
He has that look in his eye, like he's definitely going to remember that.
His hand, and a puff of fire forms, and then the fire condenses, and your sister is standing there. And she's like looking at you, and she looks back at
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah. Thank me later.
And it's like, so Brack has sent you to me. As he will put one arm on his armrest and lean forward. He has in the other hand. So we must begin this again.
So it seems.
You need the sacrifice. And here she is. Sacrifice her to me. Regain your glory. He will lean back in his chair.
I don't think so.
You sacrifice her, or your journey ends here. The puddle of ooze to which you came.
No, that's not at all what's going to happen, actually, because I'm sick of your big fat face, and I don't really take kindly to people telling me what to do. So, I think you're going to give me what I need, and me and my sister are going to leave, and maybe I won't come back. You know what happens when I come back. That was an innuendo. I'm not sure if you're smart enough to pick up on innuendos, but
He looks. He just looks at you, almost with a stained look. You shall come back. I shall permit it. He just stares at you. To think you are the future of this kingdom.
gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. He's like, some things never change.
And some things do.
Yes. And he leans forward and he looks at your sister. Your decision, young one. She looks down. And then she looks at you. It is okay. You with a look of approval and contentment. She walks over to you. I knew this day would come a long time ago. I have a destiny that's greater than mine, greater than most.
I knew this was coming before it actually happened. Just weird. But I guess I was unsure of the person I would become if I did it.
She smiled at you and she's like, it's okay.
It's not okay.
I know that you are not my brother, Nico. I think I just wanted to hold on to that a little longer.
He smiles. It's not okay. That's why it's a sacrifice. If it was okay, then it will all be for naught. Now wouldn't it?
Well then, do not waste this then. She smiles nervously. Did you hear that? Stupid dog. I'm telling you, this microphone picked it up.
And I was like, oh, you gotta. He's sad.
And she looks at you.
Get into it, dog. Get into it.
I know she's hanging. She's sitting there hanging on every word too. Either that or she got to go to the bathroom. One or two. It's like, hey. And she looks at you. Cherished the memories of my brother. I am. And she looks back at this demon. It's like, the demon smiles. Good. Very good. He looks at you. So, advice has been given. I am sorry for this, my lord. His eyes glow ablaze. Your body is engulfed in flames.
As he does that, Nico whispers. Maybe he can't even hear it when Nico whispers it, but he says, "Not as much as you're going to be."
Intense pain on your body is mind-numbing. That you cannot bear it anymore. A flood of memories that you could never fathom rush through your head. Centuries, flicker of an eye. As all the lost memories you had pour back into your mind. It almost makes the memories of your sister seem to fade a little because there's just so many of them, of the countless past lives. Your friends and your enemies. Sing a chorus in your head. And when it's done, the flames subside to little flames of your hands as you emerge from the flames. There.
With that whisper that sounds almost like his steam, he says, I am reborn.